Is this working? I don't know. I'm just seeing a black screen. There we go. Hey, we are here. Hello, everyone. Jolly Julian here, coming to you with a very quick impromptu YouTube Live to mention a YouTube Live I have coming up this Thursday. I know that's weird, but this Thursday I'm going to be bringing a friend of mine in who is a VR newbie. She's only done a few experiences in virtual reality, and she scares incredibly easy. So I thought, hey, why not during this holiday season do one of my absolute favorite things, which is to introduce people to virtual reality who haven't done it before or who haven't done it very much. And combine that with the fact that I absolutely love Halloween. I love scary stuff, spooky stuff, things like that. So combining two of my favorite loves, Halloween and virtual reality, with a third thing that I love, which is introducing new people to virtual reality, this just seems like it can't possibly lose. Unless she totally freaks out. So, first of all, I want to just ask if anyone's watching this YouTube Live right now, if you could just type into the chat, let me know that you can see and hear this. I want to make absolutely sure that it is working properly. So if you are watching, please just type into the comments and let me know that you can hear me. So I will check that as I go here. I'm going to be keeping this one pretty short. Thursdays is going to be a little bit of a longer broadcast because we're actually going to be having Kat in here to do our scary little virtual reality. But what I also want to know from you is in the comments, what experience do you think I should put her in for this YouTube Live? Now, please keep in mind, now I have final say, I have final veto power, as does she. And I don't want to do anything that's going to freak her out, like seriously freak her out and like damage her psychologically, okay? So, but I'm open to some suggestions. So, for example, I've run the gamut of maybe putting her into something like The Seventh Guest, which is definitely more spooky of an atmosphere than it is a horror or super scary atmosphere. But on the other end of the spectrum, I thought about putting her into Propagation VR, which if any of you have ever played it, you know what I'm talking about here. It's incredibly scary. It's terrifying because in Propagation VR, you're stuck in one spot. You're standing there. You can turn and everything. You can shoot at stuff, but you are fighting an onslaught of zombies that are coming at you and you can't run. The joystick does nothing. So you're just fighting them off with your shotgun, your handgun and everything. And it is kind of terrifying. That I feel on the surface, I feel like that might be too much for her. And I would have to prep her a little and say, this is going to be really terrifying. Are you up for this? So I was thinking of that, and then I kind of talked myself out of it. So who knows? We may actually go with that and see what happens. The other one that I'm thinking of doing, which is a little bit kind of in between those two, not as, I think, immediately terrifying on a visceral level as Propagation VR, but definitely spookier and scarier than The Seventh Guest, would be Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. One of my all-time favorite VR games. I know a lot of you out there feel similarly. It's an incredible game. I played all the way through it twice myself, and I don't play through single-player experiences, very often. I get bored. I like to play multiplayer stuff a little bit more and things like that. I played all the way through it twice. I absolutely love it. So I'm actually considering maybe putting her in Walking Dead Saints and Sinners because she can get the real feel of virtual reality when you've got everything firing on all cylinders. The cool graphics, the great gameplay, the fact that you're using your hands as if you were holding weapons. You smack them with an axe, you grab their head and you stab them through the side of the head with a knife. It sounds so violent, but they're zombies. Okay, they're zombies. They're already dead, right? I mean, can't kill them again, right? I'm looking for a moral okay from you. That it is okay to enjoy playing Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. There's just something about taking a knife and stabbing it through the skull of a zombie and then hanging onto that knife and having their head and body hanging there. Call me sick. I may be sick. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking of doing. So if you have a comment or a thought on something else, I ran through my head maybe doing Alien Isolation. That to me is the most terrifying. I think that's the most terrifying game I've done in VR so far. Um, I'm playing through one right now with some friends that I'm enjoying very much called Devour. I definitely would not put her in Devour. That one also is very terrifying, really fun, at least the first few times we play it. I don't know what the longevity of it's going to be, but we're having a blast with it right now. Phasmophobia is another classic, also can be kind of terrifying, but it's not gory. So that might be a good one. I also considered Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, two of the scariest Resident Evils that mods exist to be able to play them with PC VR in full virtual reality glory. I've played through both of those, and both of them were really terrifying and exciting and interesting. But I'm wondering if those are too much. So I'm also open to some less scary things, like The Seventh Guest. Like, well, I don't own it, so I couldn't put her through it yet. But Ghost Town is one that I played the demo and thoroughly loved, and I'm planning on buying it. But I've got other experiences that I feel like I kind of need to get through before I purchase that one, so I don't have that one yet. I have some escape rooms that could be kind of fun. I Expect You to Die is not really horror or really scary, but it's got kind of a tense edge to it, but I don't think that's far enough. I think we need to find something that's scary, spooky, Halloween themed, virtual reality, but for a newbie and isn't gonna scar her for life, you know? So let me know in the comments what you think. And this is happening this Thursday. I wish I knew the date. October, let's say the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. 16th? I think it's the 16th. Thursday, October 16th. It's Thursday, whatever that date is. 7 o'clock or 7:30. I'm not sure which we're going live yet. We're still working the details out on that. But it's going to be 7 or 7:30 Eastern time. So put that on your calendar. Subscribe to this channel so you'll be notified. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you're notified when we go live, because I would love to have you on. Because during that video, you may want to comment. You might want to ask her some questions as she's playing, and I will be here to relay your questions to her. If you want to ask her, hey, how are you doing? Is this scary? Do you want to amp up the scares? You want to do something else? Whatever. And you can also even maybe give some suggestions of other things for her to play, stuff like that. So I'd love to have you there. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here live. And thanks for watching the replay if you're watching the replay right now. And hopefully we will see you on Thursday. This is Jolly Julian saying happy Halloween season, my favorite time of year. And we will catch you hopefully on Thursday. Take care, everyone.